on this computer. Okay, so I am going to share my screen. Just give me a thumbs up when you guys see my screen, please. Oh, I only see, yes, thumbs up. Okay, thank you. So let me go up with this. Perfect. Okay.
So I went 90, 94, and then 92.
Mute here. Perfect. All right. And then I'll put this up here. I just get so distracted. I'm gonna answer questions at the end. So if you guys have a question, just write it down or put it in the chat and we can ask at the end. So welcome. This is all about hair porosity. I know that this has been such a topic in our industry because this has truly changed my business, changed my hair, and then just changed how I teach my team and honestly how I close people because it has just been a game changer to be confident in what we're doing, what we're selling, and like how hair works. So I'm gonna just tell you guys a little bit about my hair journey. So basically, this was 2020. I was not a VIP market partner. I actually joined in March of 2021 to be a market partner. But in 2020, I went to a hairstylist and we bleached my hair and there was a harsh band. So I ended up going back again like the next month and she bleached it again. And this time it wasn't lifting that band around my head, as you can see in the picture. And so she decided to put me under the heat.
Oh, hell no.
Oils, and it actually burnt off my hair. And if I would have known my hair porosity, I would have honestly never allowed her to do that. But because I didn't know anything about hair, I trusted her. It led me to this. There's no bad blood or no beef. It's led me to my business and led me to now educate you guys here. So everything was meant to be, right? But once I found out my hair porosity, that was when I truly started seeing the results and seeing what Monet can truly do for us. So this kind of goes into my next slide. So before Monet, you can kind of see right here, my hair was literally breaking at the ends. It was looking rough, you guys. So my hair burnt off and the world shut down and I was working healthcare at the time. And so now I have bad hair too. So let me just mute whoever is talking. Sorry, I get so distracted, guys. But so from there, I actually joined as a VIP and I was a VIP for 6 months and I was doing the shampoo, conditioner, and the hair transformation mask. And so I was seeing, like, okay, wow, this is like really helping my hair. And so I had a girl at work ask me, what are you doing for your hair? And I told her the information of who I was buying it from. And the girl never got back to her. And that was when I was like, wow, I can really start selling this maybe, and that's when it shifted of, oh, I'll become a market partner now. So let me just move this chat out of the way. Okay, so from there, that was when I started doing oil treatments and I really went all in once I was a market partner, right? But I basically, it was a good and bad thing, right? Because you buy your product pack, you have all of these products and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. But now I was adding all these products that I didn't really know anything about and my hair actually got set back. I started actually seeing a decline in my hair's health and I was very confused. And so I just want you guys to put into the chat, if you are new, put a 1 in the chat if you are new to Monet and you are confused about what products to suggest. I just want to like see what the audience is here. So if you're not sure and you're new to Monet, put a 1 in the chat, and then put a 2 in the chat if you have ever sent, like, let's say you're not new, but you created a cart for someone and you sent it out and you are praying and you are hoping, man, I hope this works for them because I don't really know. I think this is a suggestion, but let's pray it works for them. Okay, a lot of 2s. And then put a 3 in the chat if you are like, I am confident in suggesting it, but I have had a couple, like, you're confident in suggesting products, but you're not seeing crazy hair like this in your own transformation. Put a 3. You believe in the products, but you're not seeing your hair reach its full potential that you know Monet could do. Okay, cool. That shows me where we are at. So remember your number as I go through this, because this call is going to answer all of your guys' questions. So what is hair porosity? Let me just, okay, there, I muted that person. So hair porosity is basically the way your hair absorbs liquids or retains moisture. So that's going to affect the way, literally if you get your hair wet, if you're using oil, if you're doing masks, the way your hair is just absorbing any kind of liquids, which obviously our products are liquids. So why does this matter? This is basically why this matters. I put hairstylist trauma because your girl was scared to go get her hair done after this. You guys, I trusted this girl. I didn't have terrible hair, but I was very scared because how do I know that this hairstylist is gonna not do what happened to me, right? Also, after the hairstylist burnt my hair off, she suggested to use a hair mask. And so I was like, okay, like the hair mask was working great for her. So I bought the hair mask and it made my hair worse. And that is when I went on YouTube and I decided to YouTube University everything. And I was basically doing rice water method, inverse hair method where you lay upside down and you scratch your head. I was doing everything, right? This is where if you pull up on hair porosity, you're not going to need to do any of this because you're going to be able to know what products your hair needs. So no more guessing products for the wrong, or no more guessing the wrong products for people, no more wasting products as far as like buying the wrong ones or having to return them because it wasn't working for a girl's hair, and then really just being confident in the way we sell. So that is going to help. So if you guys can, go ahead and get a glass of water. If you're driving, just do this later, but get a glass of water and make sure it's room temperature because if it's cold or hot, it will affect it. And you're going to just let it sit there and you're going to take out a piece of your hair. So I suggest doing one from the front. So you're just going to have to just pull one, don't pull like a whole thing, but just pull one little out. Even if I have a treatment on my hair, I would probably do, it doesn't matter if your hair is dirty, but I wouldn't do it if your hair is wet or have, like if you have a treatment in, probably wait. But you can pull one from the back and you're gonna go off of what the root of your hair is doing because your ends can be dry down here. It could be a different porosity than what your root is here. And as we all know, we really wanna focus on our scalp at the top, and that's going to be how you grow your hair. Sorry guys, I am just muting all these people. So as you guys are do that, I can go back to this at the end, but grab a glass of water, pluck your hair out, leave the root on there if you can, because it's easier to see the root. Drop it in the glass of water, don't touch it. If it sinks, you have high porosity. If it floats, you have normal or low, or normal or medium. And then if it floats, you have low porosity. So I'm going to go over this. I'm a visual girly. This is literally how I learn. So right on our left, right on our left, that sounds weird, on our left, you guys have low porosity. So this is gonna be the hair strand right here. This cuticle is gonna be closed like this. And then on the right, you have high porosity, your cuticle looks like this. So with low porosity, if you drop it in the water, it's going to float because it's closed. You're gonna need heat to open your hair to make it look like high porosity. It needs heat, which is why my hair burnt off in the foils with that hairstylist, was because she put me under heat and it opened up and it absorbed all the bleach and my hair burnt off. So we don't want to do that. And then it loves moisture. And then you can have protein once a month, and you want to avoid products with protein for daily use. With high porosity, you're going to drop it in the water and it's going to sink because it's absorbing all of that water. It's going to sink to the bottom. Your cuticle is already open, as you guys can see in the picture. It loves moisture and protein. You can use all of Monet's products and it absorbs liquids very quickly, but it does struggle with holding water in as well. And this is something I've taught my team, is hair porosity can change over time. So it's really good as we heal our hair, right? To test it, because this can change. I had a girl that she started off high and then she turned to normal. And then I had another girl where she was low and then she healed her hair and now she's normal. So it's really good. Yeah, also, I just read that chat. Yeah, she shouldn't have. It was just her rushing. So that's why she wanted to speed that up. But what I do to kind of test hairstylists now, and if you're a hairstylist, you don't like this, I'm sorry, but this is just how I get over some of my fear, is I ask them if they know about like hair porosity, and if they know about low and how sensitive low porosity is to products. And that kind of tells me, you know, if I can trust them or not. So with that being said, why is protein bad for low porosity hair? This is the question. If you have low porosity, you need to pay attention. And then also, if you have any VIPs that have low porosity, this is going to change the game for them. So because your hair cuticle is closed like this, when you use products that have protein, it actually sits on top of it because it's not open, it's not absorbing it. It sits on top and it causes it to break. So if you've been using Monet for over a year, over 2 years, and you're doing oil treatments, you're doing all the things, and your hair isn't seeing the success, it's probably because you're using products with a lot of protein in them, and that cuticle is sitting on top, or the protein is sitting on top of the cuticle and it's breaking off. So that is going to be a huge no-no for you guys with low porosity. So what proteins to look for? So my hair hates the pea extract. So this is all just based off of me doing research on pretty much every one of our products that I used and finding this out. So it may vary. My hair is very low porosity. It's very sensitive to protein. Some of these proteins may be okay for your guys' hair. So please take this with a grain of salt when you test your hair. But this has worked for me, my team, and all of my VIPs to kind of go about this way. So pea extract in Monet equals pea protein. So if you are looking on it and you see pea extract, but you have low porosity hair, I highly recommend swaying away from it for a little bit and seeing if your hair, let's say, stop using it for, I don't know, like a month, and see if your hair health changes. Another one is, I'm not even going to try to pronounce all of these, but the second protein on there is a vegetable protein that delivers high amounts of amino acids, both hair and skin. You think that sounds great, right? No, low porosity hates it. And then our third protein on here, I put low protein because personally I have used products with this in it. And it's been okay for my hair, but I don't use it daily. So that's why I suggest, depending on your hair health, your hair type, doing like protein once a month if you have low porosity. If you are normal or high porosity, your hair is okay for any of this, but this is for the low porosity girls. Once you get this down, you'll be able to help other low porosity girls as well. And then this one at the bottom, my hair really doesn't like at all. So I have written down, this is like, as you guys can see, all of my research. So this one at the bottom is a protein and it's also a keratin. So we would see, like, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I've always grown up where like, oh, your hair is dead, you need keratin. Like, oh, your hair like is damaged, you need to put more keratin in it. Like I was buying all the keratin things before I got introduced to Monet. So this is where I really made the mistake of like, oh, my hair is burnt off, or oh, I need to heal my hair. I was looking for products with protein because that's what I thought I needed, and my hair didn't like it at all. I was making it way worse. So I'm going to go back to this picture because I want to talk about the hair cocktail that I have come up with, and I've taught it to my team, and our team's hair is seeing all the results. So you're going to get your handy dandy trusty Rejuvenique oil, then your IR clinical serum, because the IR clinical serum all porosities can use. And then you're going to get your bond repair treatment. It's bond support. It's the 4-letter one with the pointy tip. We all know what I'm talking about. And then for me, because I have low porosity hair, I use the super moisture mask. And I combined all those 4 products together and I put them in my hair, and I have to add heat to my hair because my cuticle is like this. So if you are telling girls, go do an oil treatment and just go to bed with it. Or let's say you put an oil treatment in and then you go walk around and you leave it in for, I don't know, 2 hours. If you have low porosity hair, it is not doing anything for your hair. So this is where I really cracked the code for my team and myself, was once I started doing my hair cocktail treatments or my oil treatments with heat, my hair started opening up, absorbing it. And as you can see at the picture to the right, my hair really started transforming. And so that's why it's really good to, one, know our products, but to also know how to use them, because it's not a one size fits all. That's why we have so many products. So with that being said, I have girls on my team that do this hair cocktail that have high porosity and normal porosity hair. They don't always do heat, and that has been amazing. So to answer the question, I thought all the bond support damage products have protein. So the bond support shampoo and the bond support treatment with the pointy tip, I can use. My hair is good on that. The mask and the leave-in, I absolutely cannot use anything like that. So for my hair cocktail, I do the Rejuvenique oil, IR clinical serum. The serum is safe for all porosities. And then I do super moisture mask and the bond repair support treatment with the pointy tip, and it's like this big. So with that being said, I'm going to go to this next slide. So I have built a guide for my team, and I also want to teach my VIPs. I really want to change this bad reputation in our industry about turning and burning people, or Monet makes your hair fall out, or all of these things. I really want to change the game, and I really want to actually like get customers that we can truly transform their hair. And so with that being said, I've given you guys 1 through 9, and then the rest is you'll find it in my guide. So from 10 through 23, I go over all of the products, all of basically everything you need to know, how to do a routine, how to do all of this. And it has been truly, I now tell my VIPs, hey, please fill out page 17, send it back to me so they understand that they need to have heat, because I'm tired of telling girls when they sign up, you need to do heat because you have low porosity hair. And then they tell me 2 months later, oh, I didn't know I've been doing it without heat. And I'm like, you've been literally wasting product. So I really just want to go like change this whole game. And so I have had so many girls come to me where they tried Monet before and then they decided to give it another shot because I approached them this way. And that has been a game changer because they were like, well, my hair was breaking off, my hair was falling out, right? Well, yeah, because you were putting protein on it, it was breaking off. And that's why your hair doesn't look long and healthy. So I'm going to answer questions at the end, guys. Don't worry, I won't forget about you. So if you want to, you can Google each ingredient, what is, and then the ingredient name for hair, because I literally just spent like the last year doing this, or you can invest $10 in the rest of this guide. I give this guide to my team, but I don't want to gatekeep for you guys. I truly want us to all be confident in knowing this stuff. So you guys can go to this, you can go to my Instagram, it's all linked, and you can purchase the guide. It's an investment for $10. But this is so much information, almost too much to go over on a call. So I will answer all of your questions, but I wanted to just truly teach you guys all of this because now when you are going to people, there's so many times I've been like, hey, let's like test your hair. And they're like, what do you mean? What do you mean hair porosity? I never even heard of that. And I'm like, how do you know what products to use then? And that has been the game changer for it all. So I'm going to stop this recording and answer all your guys' questions.